Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Greta if you're new here, and I'm so delighted to have you here. Today's video is a haul video because I am so behind and I just have so much to share with you that I think I need to do actually 3 haul videos. And this one is all of them that I had tried and I had wanted. These were my wish list fulfilled fragrances that I did get. A few of them I did tell you I had ordered and was going to get, so it'll help me go a little faster here. But these are all fragrances I'm absolutely loving. Absolutely. If you want to see what I got, stay tuned for that. So the first fragrance is by Coastal Carolina Fragrances. It's a new release by them. Cam over there, absolutely love him. And it's the Southern Peach Tea. I did have a decant of this, fell mad in love with it, had to order some. I've even shared some of this too because I'm like, y'all have got to try this. This is good. And so far, 100% of the people that have tried it have liked it. So that's saying something. Both men and women have loved it. Man, this one is good. Let's see, it's notes of bergamot, Sicilian orange, blood orange, coriander, which is cilantro seed. I don't know if people know that or not. Cardamom, jasmine, osmanthus, Georgia peach, sweet tea, fig, vanilla, musk, amber, and guaiac wood. You really get this juicy peach in here, and the peach stays. It's really nice and it's kind of like sweet and syrupy, yet you have the tea in there that keeps it refreshing. That dash of coriander really helps it for men, that it's not this sweet, fruity fragrance for women. Come on, Raph. Work with me here. Now I lost my train of thought because of the dog. The dash of cardamom really helps it for men to make it suitable for men and women. Just that dash of it. He did such a good job on this. The fig keeps it from being too cloyingly sweet of just peach. It's like the peach, strawberry, and fig. And he hit it out of the park with this one. Hit it out of the park. And the longevity is eternal. It really is good. Yeah. Pick this one up. The next one that I had tried and knew I wanted a full bottle of is Hibiscus Mahajad. I think that's how you say it, Mahajad. Love this one. It's another one where I felt compelled to share it with some friends, give them the sample, because holy cow, this is good. Yes, it's hibiscus, but there's also this syrupy sweetness in there, and I think it might be blackcurrant. There's actually cassis. Cassis is the currant leaf, so it's not necessarily the fruit making it really sweet and syrupy, but it gives that blackcurrant kind of thing going on here. Ooh, it's Quentin Biche made this one. He's such a great perfumer. But I feel like there's blackcurrant in here also. Blackcurrant making it really sweet. Along with the hibiscus and rose, keeping it floral. There's this vanilla in there too that you get. This vanilla sweetness, vanilla musk. Now, for me, it's a really sweet, sexy, musky fragrance. There's a touch of leather in there, but I don't really get that leather too much in there. It's really a beautiful, fruity floral on me that has a little bit of substance to it. It's just to die for. I get it. I get what everyone's talking about, and yeah, they're right. They're right. It's phenomenal. Loving this one. Guys, if you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, there is a new feature where down below where you can hit the thumbs up. You can also share and forward. Then there's a heart button where it's kind of like a super chat. It's kind of like a super like where you can actually give back thanks. You can buy me, it's kind of like buying me a cup of coffee, or if you want to buy me a drink, you want to buy me a cocktail, you can hit that button. That is just another way to send your love if that's something you want to do. The next one I was sent a sample of by Dapper Fragrances. Had to have a bottle of this. I mean, I had to get my hands on this. I had never heard of it. I hear all these people like, oh yeah, that's been on my list for 2 years. couple of people, but I had honestly never heard of it and had never seen it. And it's by Accentis and it's Luna Dulcius. Huh. If there's like the epitome of the vanilla coconut, this is it. Done so phenomenally. And the best part is, you know me and my expensive taste, it's actually not even that expensive. I think it was like $185 and then I have a discount code for 10% off. So it's actually not that bad. It's pretty much like designer prices these days. Oh, so good. There's a vanilla coconut and red berries. It opens with a little citrus, but you know, that's like the first 10 minutes. There's pink flowers in there, like peony and rose, giving that like girly pink flower kind of thing. In a creamy base of tonka, vanilla, musk, and cedar. And it's just to die for. And it's done so elegant. It's so hard to find a coconut that is not sunscreen because I cannot stand the sunscreen or even suntan lotion kind of smells. They make me a little nauseous. And to find it that it's not like juvenile or simplistic smelling vanilla coconut. They tend to be very just simple, not an elegant smelling perfume that, you know, is well blended and well done. And this one is just phenomenal. And this is from 2018. It's so good. Luna Dulcius. Cannot wax enough poetic about this one. The next one that I do have in a travel size from my perfume subscription, but I did want the full bottle. It's been on my list for quite some time and I finally got it, and it's Memo Paris Sintra, because holy camole, this one is so good. This one is that orange blossom, white floral, sweet with vanilla, along the lines of Love, Don't Be Shy by Kilian, but I think better. It's very creamy with that like that vanilla marshmallow kind of fluff around you, but it's smoother. And there's also petitgrain, I think, in here. Petitgrain and neroli, which petitgrain is the leaves from the orange flower, and then neroli is actually kind of like orange blossoms. I have a hard time telling difference, orange blossom and neroli, because they're both the flowers on the orange tree. And it's so, so good. I absolutely love this one. It's my favorite version of all those orange flower marshmallow fragrances out there. I don't know, you know, Benevolence is pretty darn good too. And it's a little different, slightly different. This has a little bit more caramel to it. It's just so good. And the freshness of the petitgrain mixed in there, which just gives a little bit more of the leaf versus just that sharp neroli. I love this. Sintra. The next one is a new release from Happyland, which is a small perfume house in Ohio that I have really fallen in love with, especially a lot of his new releases that I just bought like 15 small decants, like samples from him to try them all. And I'm going to do a top 10 because I'm really liking the house and I want to weed through which ones are my favorite and which ones are great for women. This one is Mad Anthony. Apparently, let's see, what was the guy's name? Major General Anthony Wayne was a little bit of a loose cannon. He has quite a name for himself in a lot of things, like the highway and schools and buildings and statues, I think, are named after him in his area there, in his town. To me, this one is shaving cream. Like, this one smells so good. Now, you all know I love the smell of shaving cream on a man because I just think it's like such an attractive trait. It's very masculine to me, shaving. But normally the shaving smell is very quick. Like, it doesn't last very long. And then it changes and transforms into something else where it somehow keeps that creamy nature here. It does go from being louder to projecting a little less. But man, it's so good. It's so good. This is like, you can't go wrong wearing this one. This is an easy reach for a guy. A very easy reach. And it's going to smell fresh and masculine, yet not like a freshie, but you're going to have a fresh, clean kind of smell about it with this creaminess too, that it just has a little bit of a sex appeal. I think this is amazing. The funny thing is, I think between the few of us that have tried this, we've all come up with something different in what this was. very weird how we all came up with something different, but that is 100% what I get. So I do get that dry grass here now. I didn't get that before when I smelled it, but I do definitely get the dried grass. Crazy, crazy. I'm getting the citrus and the dried grass. And then this transitions into all those creamy things like that orris root and the benzoin, and you get that creaminess. But it really is, it does open bright. First grass, then citrus, then starts to transform again. Which is funny. I really didn't get that before. I wore this for a whole day after I received it to try it and see what it was like, so I was pretty excited. So that's Mad Anthony. The next one is such a big deal. This has been teased for so long. It was originally supposed to come out in February with the Chinese New Year. We all have had supply chain issues, and then it was Mother's Day is when it launched for. Gosh, and I have been staring at this, trying to do a video on this, and I just haven't had a chance, but super stunning, and I've worn this quite a bit, is the new Ruby Rain from House of Sillage in this incredibly stunning box. This is flanker to the Emerald Rain, which this is the refill bottle. It is not the limited edition, which had the most stunning cat on top. Leopard, I believe, kind of cat. Stunning, and it had green eyes. So with this one, this is so stunning. It has the little cloth in here too. This one has red eyes. Let me see if I can get this for you. So you can see these red eyes. Can you see these red eyes? Anyway, okay, so whew, now this one, it's an ambery vanilla with suede. I kept asking myself, like, gosh, is there suede in here? Like, I keep getting suede, but in such a delicate way, not in overt way. It's not like this leather fragrance, which I'm very funny about leather. Like, I'm very particular because it can wear me instead of me wearing it. It's an ambery vanilla with that suede. Yes, there's that patchouli, but I primarily get this creamy, like tonka bean amber vanilla. Oh, that's such a nice, sweet opening. Sweet, saffrony, suedey opening. You get that rose in there too, that rose patchouli kind of mix that is in a lot of perfumes, that rose patchouli or rose oud kind of mix to it, yet it's dominated by this ambery vanilla musky kind of thing. It's so amazing. It really, looking at the notes can be a little intimidating, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Intimidating, where you might think, wow, that sounds really powerful and intense. And yes, if you like these beastly fragrances, you're absolutely gonna love this. I thought, gosh, it's gonna get too warm to wear this, but in Southern California here, we get heat waves in the spring, and then we get May gray and June gloom, where it's overcast like that whole time. It's just overcast, and you think it's gonna rain and it doesn't. Occasionally we might get a couple drops, but just overcast and cool. Very gray weather. And then we get the heat again, and then our fall is wicked hot. You guys are getting amped up for nice winter fragrances, and we're in 90-degree weather. Like the seasons are a little weird here, but this has been perfect in this May gray, June gloom weather. This is such a great fragrance. This is such a great, either overcast weather where you want that warmth. It's great for going out. There's something very elegant about this. The girls that like those more beasts, you're gonna like this. It's not, I mean, House of Sillage doesn't make beasts that they just walk in the room before you. They're a little more demure. They do project. They do leave incredible sillages though. They may not just like power off you, but you will leave a trail with their fragrances for sure. I mean, House of Sillage. It's just so good. You kind of have to try this one. You kind of have to try it. Now, I wanted to like compare it to this because they are flankers, and I'm not really getting that. Like I'm trying to compare them. I guess they both have that evening kind of vibe, sultriness to them, that ambery sultriness. This one is just so much of the nutmeg and the cardamom oil. But it does have that benzoin patchouli base that gives it that sexy vibe as it dries down with that benzoin kind of magnetic field. But that is like the only thing they have in common. They're very different. And I know, you know, not everybody liked Emerald Rain. And I think it's because there's a certain vibe to a lot of the House of Sillage fragrances, very like upbeat, fruity, floral fragrances. And then this just really changes the tempo that I know for myself, it caught me off guard. And when I circled back a year later, I really enjoyed it. But while going through all their other fragrances, it was kind of a left field thing for me where I was like, oh, I wasn't expecting that kind of fragrance. So just bear that in mind. But I definitely like the Ruby Rain better than the Emerald Rain. And I did finally get the Emerald Rain and I like it, but it's a certain mood for me, and it's a moody mood. It's a sultry, moody mood. But the Emerald Rain, I'm sorry, the Ruby Rain is phenomenal and so much more mass appealing. You're gonna like that one. Last one I have here is by Navitus. I did have those 2 discovery kits I got. Highly recommend. There's 5 ml each. You can really see which ones you like. And then from there, I've been going through and I wanted to see which ones I wanted. They did kindly send this to me. Ruby Rain also was kindly sent it to me, was kindly gifted to me. Carte Blanche. I had been wanting this one. This one is a collaboration with Monica Chioc. I have noticed that I liked her things and Big Beard Business. I really like those 2 collaborations, the fragrances they came up with. This one is so perfect for this time of year. I do have another haul with some more Navitus, which is going to be some more summer freshies that I got. This one, it opens very citrusy, but what gets me is the grilled almonds in here. And to me, it's Marcona almonds. I don't know if you know what Marcona almonds are, but they're these like pale, flat, they're these pale, flat almonds, the Marcona almonds. I think they're from Spain. I think they're Spanish, but you'll get them on a lot of like charcuterie plates where there's like meats and cheeses, some honeycomb, and these Marcona almonds. Absolutely love these. And the grilled almond in here reminds me of those. It's not like your shell-on raw almonds. It's a very particular almond smell in there. This opens with Italian, Mandarin, Sicilian, bergamot, Guatemalan, cardamom. I hate how they like source everything. Okay, this is Italian Mandarin, Sicilian bergamot, Guatemalan cardamom, Agricot. I do not know what that is. The heart is grilled almonds, benzoin, driftwood, and vetiver, and that's really what I get after that opening. It transitions to that, and I get this like creamy, emanating almond kind of smell. And then there's a base of patchouli, Madagascar vanilla, Peru balsam, musk, and ambergris. And it's just the most beautiful. Starts out citrusy, gets more creamy like. She did such a great job. Where did I spell you? I sprayed it a few places, yeah. And it still stays fresh, that I really enjoy this time of year. It has that comforting freshness. It has that freshness while also having that comforting creaminess and almond smell. But it's light, it's not heavy. It's a lighter fragrance, like a light to medium weight fragrance that is really nice in the warm weather. It's not like weighing you down. It's so stunning. Carte Blanche. Highly recommend Carte Blanche. Those are the fragrances in my first haul. I know it's a lot, and yes, I have even more I will get to. Super loving all these fragrances. If you're wondering what I've been wearing the last couple weeks, it has been these. I get stuck on them for a few days and then start wearing something else that comes in the mail. But I've really been really stuck on the Luna Dulcius, the Hibiscus, the Sintra, the Southern Peach Tea. I think I wore for like a week straight. We've got a couple others, but I really, really been loving these fragrances. If you like this, give it a big thumbs up. Any case, I will see you guys in the next one with more of my haul, and I'll see you there. Mwah!